Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Conan Exiles. So I just spawned into this single player world, please note that, and I'm on my way over to the river and stuff. Hi there, go away now, thanks, bye bye. So I had an idea. Well, for one, I wanted to play some Conan Exiles. I took a little break from the game after the Age of War testing and so on, and I wanted to play some, but I also wanted this to be a little different. I wanted to have a reason to play and also sort of have an end goal where to work towards where this actually ends. This whole Let's Play thing. To have kind of like a beginning and an end, and so on. So, with that in mind, let me put some goals on the screen and explain what and why, and also know that this character is a Nordheimer. So, here we go. Some things on the screen. So, first of all, we are going to be Snow Queen, the Queen of the North. That's kind of the goal. And with that in mind, we have some north bound goals essentially in mind. So first of all, we worship Ymer, and that's the only deity we've been worshipping, we will ever worship. And there will be a, therefore, as a named Ymer priest in a Ymer shrine, in a max level, fully leveled Ymer shrine. That's the goal. That's something I want to have. Another one, since we are going to be Queen of the very North, we are also going to be, you know, the ruler of all the, you know, domination of all the beasts and people and everything else. And so, I have to have a greater wolf at level 20. Now, I will take arguments, welcome those into the comment section of some other goals as well. For example, something which came in mind as well is a bear at level 20. That would make sense for another northern creature. But I wanted to do the wolf mostly as the main idea, mostly because well, in New Asgarath, where in the town filled with Nordheimers, there is wolves guarding the gate, just straight up. So I kind of wanted that to be the thingamajig, the wolf, for that point of view. And then we will destroy all the other rulers of the north. Essentially, Rungnir of the Frost, in Temple of Frost, the Frost Giant King, Kinscourge in the Black Keep, and also the Degenerate in the Well of Skells. That's the goal. Or those are the goals to work towards. And if you are new to my Conan Exiles content, I don't tend to cut out too much of the stuff. I cut out some things, like when I just do a little bit of farming or a whole bunch of like, hey, I am going to spend next 2 hours mining, you know, stone. This might be really boring to watch. Maybe I cut out this part. Maybe I don't show this at all. But generally I do show most of the things I do. So don't expect too many cuts here and there. Here and there. And now I have stated some goals. Let's talk some restrictions. Let us talk some restrictions, because to me, one of the fun things about Conan Exiles, or in this kind of sandbox stuff, is to make restrictions for yourself, for sort of like roleplay aspects of the character. And I have played this game on roleplay servers. I do, you know, pen and paper as in tabletop role-playing in the real world and so on. So let me throw in some restrictions on the screen here as well for you. All bases built in the north, and by north I mean this wall here. All of the bases I build will have to be north of this wall. This basically, well, this is not exactly a wall, but you get the idea. North of from here. All the bases. This means I am not building a base here to get easy thralls from Sepameru or anything of the sort. And talking about thralls, only Nordheimer and Cimmerian thralls. We are trying to subjugate all the northern races after all. So, purely Nordheimer and Cimmerian thralls. Now, I can find Nordheimer thralls, obviously, elsewhere than in New Asgarath and around in the north, right? That is very much possible. But I don't want to go hunting Nordheimer thralls from Sepamaru or from, well, I am actually kind of near it, from Sinner's Refuge, which is here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to use those places to hunt for thralls. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to avoid doing that. Now, actually, I need some stone and stuff to make some stone tools here before I reach the north. Okay, let's talk about the other things. Black ice weapons. This is a weapon type that is almost never used in this game. And I actually didn't check how they have been changed in all the changes with Age of War. So this is a good time to go and check those out and whatnot. So basically, what this does as a restriction is a sort of a thing. I am not purely going to use black ice weapons. However, there will be a time where I must make black ice weapons and at least use them. I will probably equip all the thralls with black ice weapons once I get to them, because that seems like the thing to do. And I'll talk about black ice weapons after in a bit in detail, if you are not familiar with those. And northern armors, that's the final one. So basically meaning that I am not going to build or equip myself into the whole bunch of like desert dwelling armors, like the Turanian armors and so on. I don't want to do that. I want to use the northern armors for the most part. Now, of course, I am going to use some other armors as well. For example, just the basic light armor, because it is easy to do, easy to make, and it also increases carry capacity. It's very good armor from that point of view. But mostly, once I get to them, I want to use the actual proper higher end armor. Okay, let's put 5 points in expertise. And that's basically the restrictions. Alright. Yeah, let's do some unlocking here, shall we? Right, I have tools. Let's get cooking. Torch. Oh yeah, you did have to unlock all of these things, right? Let's... You know what? We will probably start with daggers, methinks. So... Do I want Bed Shaper right away? I probably don't need that right now. Let's grab this though. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to take a while because Nordheimer armors are unlocked behind level 40. So that's going to take a while to get there. So I'm going to be using something fairly basic here. Probably something like this. Or I could actually use the royal armor, the Conan's royal armor, which I believe was a pre-order unlock. I believe. I think so. Anyway, give me tools. So hatchet. This thing. Give me. Oh, right. We need to actually do this stuff to get those. So I want to take a bunch of aloe leaves up to the north, because you don't find aloe leaves in the north. So that's a little bit of an issue, and I needed twine, right? I need twine. So let's get some plant fiber while we are here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just getting some of this stuff done here, and then I'm gonna go to the north and start setting up the first base. And I will actually, how this was gonna work, interestingly enough, is that I'm going to actually build my first base in the usual location where I would build my first base in multiplayer server then. Oh yeah, couple other notes, since this is let's just say it once more. This is being played in single player. This is being played in single player. Craft one of those. Craft some twines. And craft me stone daggers. Go! Then I have a weapon, and I have a bedroll. Make some bandages, and make a 10 of those. Okay, now we can start running around. Oh right, yeah. Before I go elsewhere, let's whack a tree of some kind so I can get me a torch. Get me a torch as well. It's gonna get dark here. I like this game when it gets real dark. Seems very fitting. Okay, torch. Right. You know what? Let's make the campfire as well already. Already the campfire ready to go. Okay, let's go north. So, if you have watched my previous stuff, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run right here and climb up from here. That's how I usually like to get to the north, and I will build my first base along this wall. I will show you the location. You will see the location in this first episode. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I will happily take other goal and possible like restrictions, recommendations in the comments. However, please do note that I will probably be at least a few episodes ahead for recording compared to what is being uploaded. So things might not come into effect right away. But definitely, if you have some interesting goals, I might consider the bear in addition to the wolf at level 20. That's a possible idea. That's a possible, very much a possible idea. Definitely sticking to the wolf, greater wolf at level 20. And specifically a greater wolf. It can't be a regular wolf. I have to actually get me a greater wolf. Level that to 20. Okay, so let's make our way to the north. And start building a tiny little base. And such. Now, while I am just running along here, as a reminder... Oh, should I get chili desert style while I'm here? I'm probably gonna die if I do that, if I try that. But then I don't have to come back here to do that. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. It's gonna be a little hairy, but I may try that. You know what? Let's do this while I am at it. Get geared up. In this very garbage gear. Okay, that means we need bedroll then. Just in case I end up dying. And I will finish my talk about the fact that this is single player and what I did. With a few changes to settings. So, bedroll here, because there is no hostile creatures right here. I like building a base here when I normally play, but obviously now it's not happening. And with chili desert style, what I'm talking about is here in summoning place there is a cookbook which teaches a very good food recipe for being in the north. Chili desert style, which is stupidly easy to make, just requires feral flesh and salt and spices. And it is one of the most, one of the foods that is the best at keeping you warm in the game. Problem obviously being that it is located here in middle of all of these dudes. So getting it can be a bit of a pain. You guys mind fighting the
Coming to the light.
Oh, you know what? Let's learn that as well while we are here. Not that I'm going to use it for anything, but learn it anyways. Okay. I might be able to do this while living. No. need to get you guys to go somewhere else. Whoa, okay. That hurt. At least I didn't get crippled, so we can actually get out of here alive. Hopefully. Can put the torch away, it's starting to get light. Ooh. Okay, that was a little scary. A little scary, and you guys killed this thing. That's fantastic. You know what? I'll take the hides. Thank you. Thanks for that. I should take the coal with me, because coal is actually real annoying to get in the north. So we can get coal along the way. Coal is one of the restrictive elements for building in the north. The other one, actually, for just being in the north, there are a few. One of them is coal, because coal isn't all that common in the north. And the other one, other few things are obviously the fact that there is no brimstone in the north. That's one of the main key things. There is absolutely no brimstone in the north. And there is no aloe leaves in the north. So I have to come down to the desert for all of that. For all of those things. Oh, yeah, let's take a little bit of coal with me. Not a lot, but a little bit. So, single player, let's go through that. Shall we? Explain, I don't need that. Extra useless weight. Explain the fact that this is being played in single player. And a few things with that in mind. So first of all, single player is a server still. Like it creates a server that you are playing on, and there is some other things included in it, in case you are not familiar how single player works. For example, when you run far enough away from creatures, the creatures respawn. Like that sort of stuff happens. Both of my water skins are full. Fantastic. So you can do, for example, if you have watched my previous ones where I played single player, you can do the sort of things where you in Sepomeru, for example, you get thralls out of Sepomeru in such a fashion that you run away from Sepomeru and back in, and all the NPCs have respawned, so you have basically just run back and forth until you find a tier 4 you want. Real simple, real easy. So that thing taken into account, getting thralls is essentially easier to some extent in single player. And another thing to note is that, well, meteor shrines are a pain in the butt to try and get, but that's not exactly going to be an issue anyway, because you can get meteor, like star metal, in other ways, and just from the meteors. So that's not exactly a problem. And a couple, and finally, because when you log out, the server dies, as in it doesn't exist anymore. Everything stops, nothing functions. That means that I have lowered down the crafting time on everything, down to basically the minimum. So thrall crafting time is down to the minimum. Like making of iron bars from iron ore is down to the minimum. All of these things. Purely for... Did I unlock box yet? Yes, I did. Okay. Fantastic. So purely for the purposes that I need to be online for those things to actually happen. And I don't want to leave the game running for, you know, days on end to get like a tier 4 thrall out of a Wheel of Pain. And so all of those crafting times are put to the minimum. And I also increased the gathering multiplier to ×2. So I get twice the materials when I'm harvesting, simply because I'm playing completely alone here. It takes a little less time to get all the materials I want and actually need. So those are the main changes to the regular rules or regular server settings. The main ones being 2 times gathering multiplier, mostly so that I don't have to spend quite as many hours farming materials, and the other thing being the crafting time on thralls and items being the minimum, so that, you know, I can actually have my iron bars being done while I am online, instead of having to leave the game running for them to be done. Now I'm gonna just stop by the Mithra Shrine as well for the other cooking recipes. Okay, the spider went away, right? Yep, spider went away. Now we can actually look into here. Where does it actually go now? Is it in survival? Yeah, it is in survival. So specialist cooking. These are the 2 things you got. So you get spiced pork and salted pork. Salted pork is obviously really good. But you most of all... Wait. Spice soup. What? Didn't I... Wait. Where... Oh. Am I remembering... God dang it. I am remembering wrong, aren't I? Yeah, well, at least I got those things anyway. I'm remembering wrong what the... Okay, fine. Fine. I could swear Chili Desert Style was in the summoning spell place from the specialist cookings there. Oh well. Let's drag some scorpions and snakes into the Mithra Shrine and let them deal with them. Mithra's worshippers get to fight these things. Let's eat an egg. Okay. Yo, dudes. I have some things for you. There's like a scorpion and a snake here. You guys maybe want to do something about those? Okay, fine. If you don't want to, you don't want to. Now, what I want to do is get up there. That's where the other cooking recipe is. Other than there's obviously this thing as well, but I don't really need the emotes for anything. But it exists there as well. Was this the Chili Desert Style then? Am I really remembering that wrong? Specialist cooking 7. Okay. Yeah, this is where it was. Okay. Well, at least I got these things. Salted pork is really good. Salted pork is really stupidly good. So I will. I mean, that's a recipe I would eventually need anyway. But I remember them being the other way around. Well, that's fine. Do I want Midnight Alchemist right now while we're here? I guess I do. So I don't have to go back for that as well. I don't think I will do anything with the Midnight Alchemist, but let's just get it. Midnight Alchemist being taught by a dude over there. Taught by a dude over there. And I can also check the chests, because I might get stupidly lucky and there could be something nice in the chests. So there is this Jebel Sag trainer guy thing here, who wants you to... Who is just, you know... You wanna be an alchemist in the middle of the night? Problem is all these damn scorpions here. Midnight Alchemist, thank you.
You have nothing to
Oh, okay. Well, that was lucky. Scorpion decided to go for the snake and not me. Okay. Now we have Midnight Alchemist. We got a bunch of things along the way, which is good. I don't have to come back for those later.
Hello? Hey! Is somebody out there? I hear someone out
Holy
there.
moly.
Help!
Okay, I will have
Get 'em
that,
out of here.
thanks.
Help! Listen.
The rest of this is
we're
kind
on
of
the other side of the door. We're kind
unnecessary.
of in a pickle. Could use your help.
Oh, bloody
There's
heck.
some levers out there.
I don't
Good
need the
chance
silver
one of them
coins.
will open the door and we'll be
Actually, maybe
Pull a lever,
I will
please.
take
All
the silver coins just for the
Please,
fun of
pick a
it,
lever.
but don't really need them. Damn, snake lived. Or it was a different snake. Oh, one or the other. But I did just find myself an iron axe. That makes life a lot easier. An early decent weapon. Last me until level 13, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you creatures have fun. I'm just passing by. Don't mind me. Let's avoid the big snake. That thing would probably one-shot me at this point. Probably one-shot me at this point. I would think running right into a cactus would hurt, but apparently it does not. Big snake is making noise in the background, that's fine. We are just passing by here. Just passing by here. Okay, so that's where I am headed. That is my preferred climb spot to go to the north. Like if I just need to go to the north very early, very quickly, that's where I go. It's actually actually my spoiler or I don't necessarily not necessarily a spoiler. Stumbling over words for some reason right now. Not necessarily a spoiler, but more of a like a personal little secret thing. If and when I play multiplayer server and I don't do some kind of like roleplay of building in specific spots or whatever, this is what I do. I go up here and build in the north in a very out of way location where most people just, you know, run past your base but don't necessarily look for it. And also, the other reason to build there is this. Look at the amount of iron here once I get past this early set of iron. Look at that. There is a couple of coal here, but there's a crap load of iron right here. Waiting for it to be taken. Make life a whole heck of a lot easier when you're starting out, when you're next to a bunch of iron. And a couple of coal. Problem, like I said, problem with is the lack of coal in the north, which is one of the reasons I made the actually, while we are running, let's do this, make some more twines. So we can make a box. We make a wooden box, and I made this thing, right? Yes, I did. Just put it over there. Okay. So now we are in the north, and now it is time to start building a base. So my preferred placement for a base, when I'm just doing this stuff, is right there. There are two ways to build here that I really like. For the simpler one is to just build in this corner. Just build in this corner right here. I'll show you on the map just to clarify as well. There is some iron right outside your base. So E8 here, right behind this wall, right? Just build in this corner a little base. People who just, you know, come to the north and run around in the north will never will never really stumble into the base. Unless they are specifically looking for a base to try and invade and destroy, very likely people just run right past and not realize that there is a base here. And if you want to be a little bit more sneaky, especially if you are trying to make a smaller base, which is, you know, out of the way, like a little bit like a way stop or whatnot, build it on top of that rock against that wall. It is almost impossible to see. If you don't make it high, if you make it just one wall high, it's almost impossible to see when you are just running around, like going from place to place. Unless you run around and trying to specifically find somebody's bases, these two locations are really good, and rarely anybody actually like finds them. So that's my little secret base building tip-a-jig here for you. Let's get some stone going and build me a base here. So I am not gonna build a large base at level 20. And also I am not gonna even put walls in this base, I don't think. So it's just gonna be like a flat little little thing here. Purely to give me somewhere I can put crafting stations on. And the bed and a bedroll and all of that cool stuff. That's basically it. That is basically it. Okay. Like this. Alright. Oh, I ran out of wood already. Thankfully, there is like a forest right next to the door as well. You can deforest this entire area. Remember that on multiplayer server, if you deforest an entire area, or if you got like mine all the stone in an area, especially noticeable with trees, people instantly realize that there is a base nearby. Because if you just cut down all the trees and there is no trees anywhere where there is supposed to be trees, then, well, yeah, there is a base right there, right? Really, really easy and simple to tell. I am level 8. Let's get to level 10 here fairly soon. Okay, well, there. Let's just wait. And then I run out of stone. Because of course I do. Yeah. That's fine though. That is entirely fine. Yeah, we're gonna be over encumbered for a little bit. I need to set up a couple boxes, huh? Would like to set up the boxes once I have access to iron tools, so that I can actually use, you know, a sickle to get all of the plant fiber. Because gathering it by hand just takes such a bloody long time, huh? Okay. Let's gather a little plant fiber here, so that I can set up 2 boxes. Right now. Wait, I don't have enough for 2 boxes, do I? Dang it. I need 1 more, huh? I think it was 12 twine for a box. Okay. And I think I want to fill this in here and put stairs in that. Let's do that. Let's do a dab. And put stairs like right there on the corner. So we can have easy stair access to this base. Oh, I do not have stairs, huh? Maybe we unlock stairs. That would be kind of useful, huh? Ah. Now I can make stairs. Like this. So now I have stairs up here. And I have this. Do I want to fill this back here as well? Maybe I do. So that it is like... it goes in there. So I need enough stone for 2 more. 2 more foundations, right? Just want some extra space, basically. Want a little bit of extra space back there. Alright. Now, boxes. Just put them right here next to the door, or where the stairs are. 2 wooden boxes, there we go. Then we can do stuff like drop these things here, which we don't really need to carry around with us for now. We should probably eat those. Probably eat them. Okay. No. Another thing I want here is the bedroll. Let's put down the campfire. So I have cooking. Speaking of the campfire, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here and make some wood. Use the wood for fuel and save the coal for the furnace, right? So now, can I unlock the furnace yet? No, that was level 10, right? Okay. Do I want a bed yet? This is 2, this is 3, so that's 5 points. Yeah, this needed a whole lot of points to actually unlock all of that, so we skip the bed. And how much was this? This was 3, okay. Okay, so let's get to level 10. Let's get to level 10. I'm gonna leave this here. Let's carry the eggs. Prepare that. Let's get to level 10 by getting a whole bunch of stone and wood. Stone so that I can make the furnace. I need 500 stone for a furnace right there. Is level 9. Level 9, right? Yes, level 9. And also I think at level 10 what I do is I get vitality up to 5, so we have the passive health regen. Because that will make life a little bit easier, just purely. Just purely getting the stuff going. Because, I mean, I could get my health to full by while I'm just doing all of this without using bandages and stuff, which reminds me, let's make another set of bandages, so I have 10 of the damn things. Alright. How much? Yeah, I have 600 stone. So, let's get a bunch of this stone. Give me bark. Thank you. I need bark to make the goddamn, what is the leather bench now called? Tannery. Tannery, that is what it's called. And also for fuel for the tannery, so let's get some of that. Keep eating the eggs, since I have them. And soon enough we will start actually killing things to get, you know, XP and such. And also get a whole lot of meat and leather and hides to make an actual armor. Level 10. I want to make the very basic light armor. Or maybe I don't worry about that, and maybe I make the like I said earlier, maybe I make the royal armor. That would actually make sense. We are going to be the Snow Queen after all, the Queen of the North. And so being in royal armor kind of would make sense, right? Okay. 1,000 stone and a whole lot of wood. Let's get some more bark. I think I have enough bark for now. Let's get some wood going. Just need the wood to make the carpentry benches. I need to have hides, right? So let's make a rawhide bedroll to have a second bedroll. I think. Almost level 10. Fantastic, we are level 10. Or about to be level 10. Okay, let's Repair that, and repair that. Okay. Yeah. Hides. See, that is real nice. We have a good amount of materials about to hit level 10. Let's make that second bedroll. Make that second bedroll for when I need it. Actually, let's put the hides here for that. And now what I do is I go and grab a whole host of iron ore, so that I can toss all of them into the furnace once I build the furnace. Once I build the furnace, I can toss all of it into the furnace. And that also gets me to level 10, mining a whole bunch of iron from here. There we go, level 10. Which also means that we've spent this point now. There is my passive health regen. Man, I want iron tools so bad, but I'm gonna deplete this stone pickaxe on this stuff for now. Actually, in all honesty, argument to be made on trying to go into steel as fast as possible, because steel is much more efficient than like efficiency-wise. Jumping to steel is much bigger increase than jumping from stone to iron, essentially. And of course you have the whole like rocks dungeon and all of that at this very moment, but yeah, I can't be bothered with the Karak's dungeon, at least for now. I do not like these when I make these things. For one, I don't like them to be reliant on some kind of an event which is going on in the game, because I think that doesn't actually teach anybody who might watch this for like not purely for entertainment, but just to learn how to play themselves and so on. Like, if I go and get myself a black ballad pickaxe and all of that from the Kurak dungeon and such, it doesn't actually teach you how to do this stuff manually once those events are over or whatever. Okay. There we go. Actually, give me the stone, give me the coal. And, oh, unlock it. Unlock it. Blacksmith. Furnace and stuff. Thank you very much. Furnace. Let's just pull it back here. Huh? How is it overlapping with something? It is right there. And we stick the coal in it. And all of the iron we just picked up. Oh. And this thing required iron bars and stone. We can wait on that a little. And Altar of Ymir is gonna wait until we actually have a base. Because what I'm gonna do is, once I hit level 20, and unlock Journeyman Mason, which means we also unlock the insulated wood I'm going to start getting get an insulated wood stuff ready, and then down here, down there somewhere. Partially because like there is very few to no hostile creatures in this general area. You can see I can just run around. Now there is wolves that way. You can see one right there. In my cursor, there is a wolf there. There is more wolves over there. There is boars that way. There is a greater elk that direction and so on. But somewhere down here, I am going to build myself like a Nordheimer mead hall. Maybe like right in here, right in this little valley here. And that's going to be my first actual base. New Asagaroth is nearby, it makes kind of sense, we will have a Nordheimer mead hall here, and no actual like hostile creature really wanting to kill us right there. Actually past this piece of a bridge, I suppose, or an aqueduct, whatever. There is a few wolves over there as well. But generally, no like truly hostile creatures running right at us when we build a base and such. Okay, let's pick up a few more stone. Always need like 1,000,000 stone anyway. Let's repair this thing. So yeah, that is happening. That is happening. I should farm all of that iron as well. What's happening with my iron bars? Fantastic. Fantastic amount of iron bars. Give me the bunch of stone I have. Thank you. And then we make a blacksmithing bench, like right here, next to the furnace. There we go. And now we can, well, once I unlock the stuff, we can actually make the things. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's take some stone in here to make bricks. We're gonna need a whole crap load of bricks as well. What else? What else do we need? Tanner, alright, the iron tools. I have 15 available points, so we do that. Definitely do a tanner early so I can start getting leather. And carpenter, right? Can I also get... Let's get that. And armor. Oh, that also means that I still have the points to get me a bed. And let's grab the apprentice roofer. Am I going to spend the last couple of points on this? I am not. I am going to spend them on... Alright, these things cost 0. Fine. I will unlock all of that off camera so I don't have to watch me do clicking there. That means I'm going to unlock both of these, because I will need them unlocked for this anyway to build that actual base. Okay. Let's unlock some weapons and stuff. Right. Let's build. Tannery. So, didn't I have... I had wood and stone and bark. So, tannery. Let's do tannery like here. Tannery, tanner stable next to it. What am I missing from carpentry bench? Some wood and stone. And lesser wheel of pain needs stone and iron bars and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Let's get those done. Let's get those done. Oh yeah, also let's make the damn bed. Instead of all these bedrolls, huh? Instead of these bedrolls, let's make a bed. Give me that. Give me that bedroll. What did I need for the bed? Well, I need 20 hides. Did I have 20? Oh, I had 21 hides. And I needed 5 twines. Okay, well, I guess we'll gather a few twines by hand. Make a few twines by just hand gathering this stuff. And also get ourselves some insects to eat, huh? Make those, thank you. Now make the actual, like, bed here. So that I have an actual bed. The bed should be actually in a low position where I can, you know, spawn from either side of it, because I don't know which side of it I will spawn in when I die. Which means we are moving that over onto this side. Right there. What was it? 200. Okay. Few more wood. Yeah, trees are starting to come back. That makes life easier. Oh, only a couple of them. Still. There it is. Get all these very basic stuff up so that I can hop into the better ones eventually. A lot of material building and such. This game is, I mean, it's a survival game, right? It's mostly about material farming, after all. So there is that aspect to it. Now what? Let's put this here in the corner, and then armorer's bench. Oh, that is a whole lot of twines. Give me those. And this is where I need branches. Branches and more iron bars. You know what? Stay there. Sickle. Thank you. This is how we start get a whole lot of twines. Let's actually make these two as well. Leave the stone ones here for now. Actually, you know what? Let's deplete the stone ones and then get rid of them. It seems much more reasonable. And I have more of those. Turn them into iron bars. Thank you very much. I really want the improved furnace for the simple reason that one iron ore becomes one iron bar. This version of the furnace requires 2 iron ore for 1 iron bar. One of the reasons that getting to level 30 really quickly is good, because at level 30 you get the improved furnace. And steel tools. Well, you need steel tools unlocked to get there. Okay, so you know what? Leave random trash here. Alright, I have the bark, which needs to go in 2 bedrolls. Bark needs to go here. Did I need anything else still? Oh yeah, I needed bunch of twines for the armorer's bench. But yeah, this is the point where we can start making twines nice and fast. Because of plant fiber, right? You can actually just click this while we're doing this now. But yeah, if you look at the speed I craft, that's what I meant earlier with the crafting speed multiplier being dropped to the point where this stuff happens while I am here instead of while I am offline. Because of course when I'm offline, single player and stuff, the server doesn't exist, nothing happens. That sort of thing. Tanner stable. You know what? You do this for me. Go. And then I needed the armor's bench. Right here. Okay, very good. Now we can start making armors. Sweet. Once I start getting leather and hides and stuff. Yeah, okay. This is very nice. You know, put the campfire here. Right here in between. Leave some wood in it for fuel. I will take like 100 coal from here for fuel here. That seems reasonable. And I will farm some more coal eventually. And all of that stuff. So, oh, we have a whole lot of insects to eat. Frankly, actually, at this point when I toss the insects and I eat the grilled steaks, huh? And the eggs. Okay, but I'm gonna call it an episode right here. We got very nicely started here. Now, of course, this is faster start in the sense that this is single player. I am not building any walls on this because I don't need any walls on this. But in multiplayer, I would have built walls on this, and I would probably also have shaped this a little differently. I would have condensed this into a smaller cube, going like about this wide, and so that it would have been like in multiple tiers, essentially multiple levels. Like instead of elevating all to the same, I would have used this lower one, and then done one forward from it across here, and then elevate it up by one into this level, and then build a wall on it, so that it would have been nice, like a small, like about this wide of a cube, so that it would be harder to see like while you are just randomly passing by. That's essentially the idea with it. If this was multiplayer. Anyway, that enough talking about multiplayer and all of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you folks next time with more Conan Exiles.